All right, man. All right, man. So I hear the rumblings. I seen the response. I hear the chatter. We see the reaction. A couple days ago, we seen the subliminals from Arsenal. Some days ago, he basically said, "Y'all about to find out some truths. Y'all get ready. Somebody moving funny. Stay tuned." Is basically what Arsenal was saying. And the next thing we know, boom, here it is. We got Jack Boy Main on live. He got documents up. He's reading it out loud repeatedly too, looking like he having a ball with it, looking like he was eager to put it out, right? And next thing we know, bad news, aka not finna say the man's name. Bad news is this because he did this at a point, right? According to his situation where he had been shot, they say that he actually told on the man that shot him. So now they say this isn't exactly a new thing, according to the battlers like Twerk and Azamin. This info had been circulating for a little minute, for a few years, but nobody was necessarily picking up what was being put down. Nobody didn't want to touch it, is what they basically were saying. Newz been around for a little minute, in the game. And the craziest thing about it is right now in this past year has been the hottest Newz has ever been. Getting plates like Arsenal. Just battled Rex some months ago. Finna battle Av next. That should be interesting, knowing how Av gives it up. But let Av tell it. He said he's sparing him. I don't know how much I believe that, honestly, because nobody don't want to even take a chance of losing to the dude whose name is on paperwork. I feel like Av is going to apply this information at least 60, 70% to what he finna write for him. That's just what I think. A lot of people feel like Newz shouldn't even show up for the battle. I heard T Top talk. He said that the battle is still on, so we're going to see what's up with it. Now, everybody is discussing and giving their take on the matter, of course. And honestly, I look at it a tad bit different than most. Just a tad. Just a tad. Because we hear in these spaces full blown conversations, and honestly, it's a few things that rub me the wrong way. And I'm not just talking about the topic at hand. I'm not just talking about the news situation, but the reaction to it and some of the people who are speaking on it, right? It really be the nerve for me, fam, right? So, firstly, it's like, why are the women in the spaces even commenting on something they know nothing about? Like this right here, this is literally men's business that they discussing. I don't know if this is their space that they're in speaking about it, but to me, it just make me feel kind of cringe to hear them speak so freely on it. Like y'all talk about the battles and leave it there. Is how I feel. Yeah, I'm hearing the ladies in the spaces actually indulged in the topic. They talking about some news gotta say something. It's like what y'all got to do with that? Like I understand anybody can speak on what they want to, but it's like it doesn't pertain to just being battle rap tea. It's a real life situation that somebody could potentially still get hurt behind. So hearing the lady speak freely like that, you like it's just common tea, which I hate that damn word. By the way, it's even like what this the era we in where everything is called tea. Clock that tea, clock that tea. Listen, but leave that discussion to the guys, man. Leave that discussion to the guys, man. Everything ain't for y'all to comment on. I feel cringy hearing them discuss something like that. You understand? But Geechee, he was speaking, right? Geechee had made an excellent point when he spoke. And what he basically was saying is this, and I couldn't agree more. I'm gonna break it down in my terms though. If it don't really have anything to do with you and you decide to press the issue online, antagonizing this man, reading out the paperwork line for line, basically yelling out to the world, this man is a rat, involving yourself to the utmost, then surely that means when you see this man, now you got to do something. You letting it be known you don't agree with what he did. You exposing him, right? You're involving yourself in it. You're yelling it out. You're dragging it out. So you got to stand on that energy. Is how I feel. You got to stand on that energy you had when the man wasn't around. When you was on the internet parading around with his name. It's one thing to make it known to everyone else for heads up sake, but to take time out your life just to make it a spectacle, as if you're having a ball with the matter, right? You're involving yourself in a way you didn't necessarily have to. You could have put it out there, boom, just you know what I mean, just like that. It wasn't warranted, at least in my eyes. So you must gonna address this man face to face when the time comes. He finna battle Ab. You must finna be there. And I'm referring to Jack Boy as one of those people. I'm saying, are you gonna stand on that live, Jack? Are you gonna follow it up? Because we know how you like to, get involved in things that don't got nothing to do with you at times. And I get it. Technically, it has something to do with the whole culture, but some people give a little bit more energy than I just feel like don't be needed. That's just me. Even as far as the fans go, especially the fans, because in battle rap, fans involve themselves in matters that don't have nothing to do with them. Only because they seen the battlers talk on it. Only because they seen the battlers make jokes on it. They'll troll a Bad News or a Slade. Slade still get trolled to this day at times, right? But they'll do it from the comfort of their house. And I mean straight drag and harass a fool, right? Just because they can. It was the cool thing to engage in, just for kicks. No other reason. It don't affect them, though. It doesn't take any food out their mouth. It doesn't affect their daily day-to-day activities just because they could. That's all. Like, I liken that to being a troll in a way. I mean, I kind of liken that to being a troll. That's basically what a troll is. Like Jack, he wasn't necessarily trolling, but it seemed like he had that energy for news. I just feel like when you take it upon yourself to expose him, man, you got to be ready for whatever gonna come with that. That's how I look at it. And if not, I think that's weak to me. I think that's weak to me. Everybody's saying they got such a problem with this man in these spaces, these blogs and comments and everything. And it's like, just stand on it then. Just stand on that. Should you see or run into this man, stand on it. But that's the gag of it, right? That's the gag of this type of situation, and that's what I don't respect about battle rap. Like, they will drag out a situation on this internet like they absolutely despise the individual who they talking about. And that's literally as far as it goes, it being talked about. Got so much energy for the man, like they hate him, they despise him. He has to die, head on the stake. All of this. It's like, be mindful. Be mindful. You can say that man is a snitch all you want. You can call that man a rat all you want, you know, but that still is a man, no G. And he's still gonna be walking around. He's still gonna be in the public. Ain't no man gonna let you disrespect them in their face or try harm towards them just because you disagree with the decision he made. So you be mindful. I don't hate that man. I don't dislike Newz at all. I always thought bro had talent. Been seeing him get his just due as far as battle rap recently, and that's the ironic thing about it, cause all this time, after all of this time, at a time like this, when homie is at his peak, right? When he's really doing his thing, being noticed more than he ever has, getting all these plates and opportunities, this pops up. Ain't that a B right there? You know, I just ain't got no ill will against that black man. You know, I just know not to do a crime with him or try to cause him harm. That's just as far as it goes. Just to add a little bit of humor in there, but on the real. But it's like, here's the thing. What I will say is, it's gonna be extremely difficult to listen to bro now and be convinced. It's gonna be hard now. It is gonna be hard because that's his whole character he be talking about. The conviction and authenticity is practically eliminated from the equation, which are the very same things that even make bad news in the first place. Remember what they always called them, another version of surf. They always likened him to surf, right? With this being a legitimate thing on paper and it's out there, this takes away his whole character. It takes away his secret weapon. The whole reason why most people probably even like Newz, because of his intensity, his authenticity. When he telling these stories he be telling, right? How can he even win a battle? Respectfully. Respectfully. I'm not here to clown Brody, and that's not why I'm doing this. It is what it is. I heard and I heard Easy say why he wouldn't battle Slade, right? I think and Slade had got mentioned when Easy was live, and I heard Easy say why he wouldn't battle Slade. He said, because he's unhonorable. That's your decision, that's your decision. But I will say this. It's like, I know you ain't talking about what's honorable or unhonorable, Easy. And that's another thing, as a matter of fact, which brings me to basically my whole point of this video. The hypocrisy and the nerve of the battle rap culture is out of pocket. Everybody got morals now, huh? Everybody stand for something now, huh? We have to expose the frauds and the fakes. Let somebody mention the word snitch. Let somebody even whisper the word rat and just run to the spaces. It's, oh, we don't condone that. They got to go. So everything is about principles and ethics now, right? This is how I really feel. I think a lot of these battlers don't really care about the bad news or the slave situation. For that matter, I'm gonna be all the way. You know what I think? I think the culture is based on reputation so much to the point that had these dudes not be involved in gang activity or associated with dudes that do, in street business and all of that, street politics and all this stuff, I feel like they wouldn't say a damn thing. Because in mind you, these battle rappers, they are public figures, right? When they speak, people are listening. The people that they know, the people that they don't know. They got followings, they have fan bases, right? So they have to keep up a certain reputation. They have to keep up with the way they're looked at. They have to keep up with that at all times, especially when they're in these spaces and things like that, right? Um, I feel like if it had not been for any of that, they wouldn't make a damn peep. They wouldn't make a noise. That's just what I think. Because you see, the game is all about riding bandwagons to fit in and be cool. Like, y'all know how battle rap is. It's almost like high school type time, and to keep that reputation up, all you really got to do is play the part in front of everybody when the mic is on, when the camera is on. They have to say, oh, I don't rock with Newz. They got to say that. Even if they don't really care. I heard a few of them keep it real and say, man, I don't care about that, right? But they have to speak on it. These dudes are associated, street business, gang ties and all this stuff. Because of what they represent, at least to us in our eyes, they have to keep up with that image. We don't do the telling. We don't do that. It's completely wrong. It's not honorable. You understand? Nobody believes in it. Well, some people do, right? And understand, I ain't giving the man a pass. I just saying I don't care about it. Not as much as they do. I'm just saying it sounds nice whenever we talk street cred, all that comes into play, talking about ethics and principles. But what I want to know, right? Are y'all gonna have that same energy towards these molesters and predators that's supposedly still in this culture to this day? Do y'all believe in morals and ethics then? Can we have that conversation? Are y'all really about what y'all say? Standing on business, standing on principle, standing on what's right? Because that's what gives me fraud vibes about them. Like, it's not cool to stand on code at some of the times you standing on it, but then it's like, it's only when it questions, only when it questions you, like only when it takes away your cool points. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm really just asking, man. Like, that's where it's at. That's what they doing. That's what we doing. I don't respect or agree with that bandwagon mentality, man. Point blank. That ain't my stage right there. And I feel like that be the reason a lot of these dudes speak up on the things they speak on. I do. You understand? I feel like when they get off of the internet, they back to regular life. They don't get nothing about none of that, right? They're battle rappers. They have to go out their way to make it known. That's not cool. We don't do that. And I understand it to an extent, but some people get that energy where it's just like, wait a minute, okay, if we're gonna go there, then let's go here then. If you're gonna stand on it, something, stand on it. If you're gonna stand on what's right, then stand on it all day, every day, in all cases, not just when it could damage your tough guy reputation. Cause for me, that's when you lose points. That's when you end up looking more iffy than the dude y'all saying is dead wrong, if you ask me. I don't believe majority of these fools, if I'm keeping it 100. If I'm being all the way real, man, Newz got to own up to that. He got to deal with that. But I'm just saying, well, y'all own up to just trying to keep yourself looking good, keeping yourself looking a certain way, just to stay in that it crowd that y'all like to be in, to remain popular. That's what I'm asking. But that's it though, man. Realist, I'm gone. Hey yo, what up? Going on? What's good? Realist one, slide accordingly. Mr. Slide accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, support the platform, support a real one.